just to talk candidly. This is something I do on my other platforms. And if you guys like this, and it's something that I will do more frequently here. So earlier this week, I shared that I am a personal development junkie. And I want y'all, like, when you see this, whether it's live or replay, if you're a personal development junkie, like you watch all the trainings, you read the books, you're listening to the podcast, like devouring all of this content, like drop me too down so I will know I am not alone. So I am that way. But a couple of years ago, I started doing this thing where I would watch a training and then I would apply what I learned. I would read a book and I would try to apply some of the principles or practices from the book to make sure that I wasn't just like this walking receptacle of knowledge, like this encyclopedia of information, right? And so I took off December, say January, from reading books, podcasts, honestly, to just be alone with myself, with my thoughts, so that I could refresh my creative energy and honestly apply a lot of the things that I had learned over the last couple of months. At any rate, earlier this month, I finished Worthy by Jamie Kern Lima. She is the founder or co-founder of It Cosmetics, and this is her second book. And y'all, it was so good. And I won't say that it would not have been good had I been not like reading it alongside learning other things. But I think that like truly giving my brain that break and the opportunity to really take it in, it hit different. And one of the most life-changing, one of the most profound things that she says inside of this book is, you're not crazy, you're just first. And that was so validating as a recovering people pleaser, as a recovering perfectionist, as someone who is a first generation entrepreneur. I come from one of those families where like you walk the line, you do exactly what is expected of you to do. Like it's kind of like you walk the straight and narrow. And it doesn't mean that people in my family aren't making waves. Like truly highly educated professional people that are blazing trails. However, it happens within this grid. And I have always been one of those people who is willing to walk right up to the line and tap it. And as I stepped into my main character era, as I started embracing my own potential, I was willing to cross the line, right? I was willing to do things. I was willing to try other things. I was willing to expand. I was willing to take a risk on me, right? And so I started doing all these things. And I can remember friends, families, my sister being like, you are always looking for a get rich quick scheme. You're always looking for a hustle. And I'll be honest, I spent a lot of my early 30s hustling. However, I'm in the position that I'm in right now because I gave myself, can you name a car for editing? I gave myself permission to do stuff different, right? So you're not crazy. You're just first. Maybe you're the first person in your family that is like, maybe you're the first person that's setting boundaries. Maybe you're the first person that's going to college. Maybe you're the first person that has the courage to write a book. Maybe you're the first person who is going to raise a kid on your own. Or I was the first person in my family to get a divorce. It really just depends on how far you're willing to go and if you're willing to stick with the discomfort. So my thing about discomfort is I love it. I love to be just slightly uncomfortable because there's no growth in your comfort zone. So that means pushing your edges. That means saying yes when you're like, ooh, I'm scared. And I say very frequently that people will say, Kayla, how do you just get on live and talk? How do you just stand up in front of a group of people? How do you just do all these things? It's not that I'm scared. It's I'm scared and I make those decisions anyway because it doesn't serve me and it doesn't serve the people that I want to serve for me to be quiet, for me to play small, right? So you're not crazy. You're just first. So I want you to drop down in the comments something that you're doing differently, a path that you're carving, a trail that you're blazing, a generational curse that you're breaking for your family, because I would love to hear it. Oh my gosh, I got all these comments on here. I am really old. You would never believe it. Almost 40. Can you name a car for editing? No. Rewrite your comment. Maybe it's something different. Greetings from Antarctica. Hey, would you ever date? Hi, thanks for welcome to the live. You asked the same question twice, so I don't have an answer for that. Either way, it is so nice talking to you guys. let me know. I do these lives all the time on TikTok, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. So if this is a live that you would want to, if you have questions or something you want to ask live, I'd totally be willing to jump on and talk to you guys more frequently. So yeah, have an excellent day on purpose, y'all, and we'll chat soon.